retaliate. I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air. Ready up! 19 tight.
Now Geno on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Geno. Looking for Lockett, and he's got him, working his way free across the middle. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Deep ball for Goodwin. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 31 yards. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a group.
Touchdown, Chicago! Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, their first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Smith on 3rd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Smith. He's got a man, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge, 71 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Myers connects on the PAT. We've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, a give to Evans. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Fields throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 2nd down, Evans looking for space.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And they are going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Evans.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Khalil Herbert,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Let's go now.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Evans. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Now it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be second down.
Here's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the 50, here's Fields. Left side, got Jones.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the...
Second down at 5.
In motion, the tight end. To throw again on second down.
Fields.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On second down, a run with Evans.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Evans.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half, want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Montgomery on the counter. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Important extra point up and through, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now it's Smith. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already...
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude, and that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend, because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can run. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. The slot man in motion right.
Back to throw, Fields.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Fields.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And one last throw here for Fields.
He's going to let it fly.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
One final shot they'll look to throw. This to possibly force OT. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.